Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Welcome to my sofa. My name's Mark, and I am your everyday bisexual guy. This is the place where I just talk really candidly about my life as a bi guy, and I hope that if you will join me on my sofa for this chat, maybe we can talk about those things that it's not always easy to talk about. So, this is my life. You may have noticed I have a pansexual mug, but you know what? I identify with pan as well, so we're gonna have mugs for every identity. I guess what's been going on in my life lately is a feeling of it's difficult to find love. I am single. I don't necessarily want a partner, but there are some interesting things being a bisexual man that come up. And the first one of those is, oh my goodness, it is so easy to get with men. It's so easy to go on an app. It's so easy to go out to a bar. It's just something that is so much more available than going on a date with a woman or being with a woman. And lots and lots of bi plus guys kind of tell me this as well. And it's funny because I don't have a preference for men by any means. But the fact that it is so much easier, or it feels so much easier to get with a guy, means that oftentimes you just feel like, well, that's what should happen. Do you know what I mean? And I don't experience this, but I know that a lot of people do, and I used to experience it, that a lot of time we can kind of get in our heads and go, oh, well, because it's easier and more accessible to get with guys, then maybe I'm just more into guys, maybe I'm just gay, maybe my feelings for women are not as valid. And so I'm definitely just kind of feeling that. It's like, you know, it feels so challenging to meet women. And I think another thing on top of that is that it's so difficult to meet women, particularly when you are, let's say, queer presenting. I mean, check the nails, they're looking right. I know you love them. I love them too. I love being my authentic self. I love being the authentic man that I am and showing my own version of queer masculinity. But it's just difficult because there are a lot of women who will not want to be involved with that. So it's easier to date men because if you're dating a man, presumably they are a member of the queer community. So there's just that. And one other thing that I wanted to mention is that as a bisexual man, so I've had relationships with women before, and my last relationship was a very long-term relationship with a woman. And she met my family, she met my friends, that was very much the relationship I thought was going to be me for life. And that came to an end. And there's this pressure. And I want to talk about it. When you think about who you're going to maybe date next or be with next, there's this pressure for it not to be a guy. And that's because if it is a guy, then people make assumptions, or I feel that people will make assumptions. And the assumptions will be, oh, he was always gay. Or, oh, he was always meant to be with a guy. Or, oh, he obviously wasn't happy in his last relationship with a woman because obviously the whole time he wanted to be with a guy. This is so uncomfortable for bi people to have to deal with. And it really hurts me to think that depending on the gender of my next partner, if any, I'm going to be judged about how good a partner I was or how my previous relationships were. And it's complete and utter nonsense. Complete and utter nonsense. And I feel like if I said this to any of my friends or family, they would say, oh no, we wouldn't think that. We wouldn't think that. No way we wouldn't. The problem is that I know that they would. And it's nobody's fault. It's just the way that society sees things. We are so binary in our way of seeing sexuality that people won't be able to help themselves. I mean, to be perfectly honest, and this is hard to say, I even have thought this about other people in the past. How awful is that? So that's why I know that people think it. So it's hard, it's hard. Like, as I say, I don't really want to have a partner at the moment. I'm quite happy. But it's just that judgment of like, are you with a man? Are you with a woman? And it even extends to non-binary people, gender diverse people as well. Like just the assumptions, if that person was assigned female or assigned male at birth, they're just going to make the exact same assumptions. And so this is something that I think a lot of us have to deal with. And it's something that I just had on my mind. So yeah, I wanted to chat it out with you. And I'd love to know if you've thought this too, if you felt this too. Please write in the comments. If you're new here, then welcome, welcome, welcome. We have so many videos about bisexuality and masculinity, femininity, sexuality, all kinds of things, relationship, dating, self-confidence, and so much more. So please subscribe and join us. I would love, love, love for you to join us. And so the only other thing that I wanted to mention in my life at the moment is, so later on today, I'm going to go out and meet a couple of people. So one is a very dear friend of mine who is a gay man, fabulous, beautiful gay man who I love. And he's coming to town. He's coming to Dublin, lives in the UK. So I had an interesting moment where, I was thinking of where to recommend to go, right? And I often have this thing when people come to town, it's like, well, the places that I go, a lot of them, and to be fair, the best ones, are a lot of queer venues, right? That's where I hang out. It's where I enjoy being. Not always, but, I often go there. It's part of my life. And so I had to ask my friend, who are you with? Like, who's the group that you're coming with? Because he's coming to town with, with friends. And he was like, oh, we should meet up. Cool. And the reason for that is like, are they going to be cool with going to a queer venue? And it just annoys me because everybody should be cool going to a queer venue. It shouldn't even be that it's a queer venue. Like, it should just be that it's a great place. And I should just be like, hey, we should go to this great place or this great place. And it not be a thing. But I just had to have that conversation with myself. So I'm trying to work through that and just go, do you know what? It's a great place. Don't even entertain the thought that someone might be uncomfortable, because you know what? No. And the last thing is that I'm in the evening, I'm going to see some of my colleagues from work, and they are lovely, but I've never ever had my nails painted in front of them. I don't paint my nails in the office, but I thought very long and hard, and I was like, do you know what? I'm meeting them socially, so I would love to show them the way that I present and show up socially. And so it's a big step. It's a big step. And I don't know how it's going to go down. I'm sure there will be raised eyebrows. I'm sure that people will be very nice. I'm sure there'll be some judgment there as well. But once again, I'm just focusing on, do you know what? This is me. I love myself. I love the venues that I go to. I love the way that I present. I think I look cute. I think I look cool. I love my yellow nail varnish. showcasing it for the first time online. So tell me what you think in the comments. Is it a look? Is it cute? Love it. And I'm just going to go with that vibe, because that, at the end of the day, is the most beautiful vibe. Just love yourself, enjoy yourself, do what you love, and if people like it, then great. If they don't like it, great. You know that person's not for you. Anyway, those are just a couple of my musings from my everyday life. Do you relate? What's going on in your life? Do you have questions? Let me know. I would always love to know. If you'd like to see my other videos of my Bi Guy Diary, then check them out. They'll be popping up here. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, and thanks so much for listening. Bye for now.